Coming up on Thursday, April 28th at the Ocean Springs Community Center, the Martin Center of Mobile is hosting a Night of Beauty and open to the public. Doesn't cost you a dime. Of course, it is kind of limited space. They start hors d'oeuvres at 5:30, but they're going to be calling it a Night of Beauty because of, well, I'm going to show you how you can beautify yourself if you'd like. Dr. Henry Barber with the Martin Center. How are you, sir?
That's right, doing well. Very nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you, sir. Tell us a little bit about the Martin Center, if you would, please.
So, the Martin Center is a comprehensive surgical laser and skincare office. We focus primarily on surgery of the face and neck. We do a number of different types of non-surgical treatments as well, including lasers, skincare treatments, injectable treatments, and we also offer various different body contouring treatments as well.
Now, this Night of Beauty that you're going to be offering to folks, it starts at 5:30. Well, actually, hors d'oeuvres starts at 5:30. And they do ask that you register ahead of time because it is limited space. What are some of the things that people can expect to learn about that evening?
Right, so there will be, the doors will open at 5. We typically get started talking at our seminars around 6 o'clock or so, and we will try to cover all of the topics that we offer here in the office. So you will learn about all of the different surgical procedures that we do. You will learn about non-surgical treatments like injections, laser treatments. We have a spa that offers chemical peels, facials, microdermabrasions, various different spa treatments. And we also do hair replacement and body contouring.
Oh, so you do hair replacement?
That's right. So
you might have to sign up for that one.
That's right. So it's an underserved treatment in the area, and it's a very common need, of course, among men, but among women as well.
Well, yeah, you see a lot of women that that will get the little patches and everything. That
absolutely
want to have that fixed. Let's talk first a little bit about the so-called aging face. Older we get, of course, things start having a tendency. Some people going south. Some people just age gracefully and do wonderful, but there are those, and men, don't feel too vain not to do this yourselves, because I'm sure there's men out there that can give some consideration to doing something like that.
Yeah, we do have the majority of our patients that are women, but we have a number of men. Certainly an identifiable percentage of our patients are men. And it's not uncommon at all for us to do all of the same procedures for men that we do for our female patients.
Talk about facelifts and quick lifts, if you would, for us, doctor.
Sure. So the mainstay of aging face surgery in general is the lift, the facelift, or mini lift, or quick lift. So what we're doing with those procedures is basically repositioning tissues in the face. We're lifting the cheeks, we're lifting the jawline, lifting the neck. And those are some of the primary areas that we see sagging with age. And the difference between a more traditional facelift, which we still do quite frequently, and a mini lift or quick lift is basically the degree of movement that we need. So if you have just a little bit of sagging, you may be a good candidate for a smaller procedure or a quick lift, whereas the more pronounced the sagging gets, the more movement that we have to make and the bigger procedure we have to do. The other thing to keep in mind is that along with lifting those tissues, you may also have issues around your eyes, or your brows may be getting heavy. And so we can put together a comprehensive plan to cover all of those areas. We've got an example of a patient of ours here for us to look at, and what you'll see when you look at her is that not only did she have sagging along the jawline,
yeah, I see that,
sagging through the neck, the cheeks are down, but also her brows and all around her eyes, she has not only extra skin and wrinkling, but a lot of sagging as well.
Right, the crow's feet and everything going on.
And you'll even see that her skin texture all throughout the face has become what we call crepey, or you see the fine lines throughout those areas. And so what we did was address all of those issues at the same time. She had a facelift, but also a brow lift. We did upper and lower eyelid surgery or blepharoplasties and resurfaced her skin with a laser treatment. All of that at the same time took her from where she started to a nice result in the end.
The result, I mean, it's like you took 20 years off of her.
That's right. And so what
Of course,
you
that's the
see
whole
there-
idea of it.
Well, right, and that's the goal. And you know, one goal is to make you look younger, and the other goal is really just to make you look the best that you can.
Sure.
Where you are then, you know,
And
maybe
still look
not have
natural.
Exactly. And
Because
so
you see some of these Hollywood stars, man, it's scary.
it's true. It's true. And so the goal for us is to make you look like you hadn't had anything done,
Right.
but give you the best outcome possible.
Of course, there's some other things that that you're going to be talking about that evening. Eyelid surgery, rhinoplasty, which has to do with the nose.
Absolutely. And so rhinoplasty is a little bit different than, you know, some of the other surgery geared towards aging. Rhinoplasty is something that really, you know, all ages come in to talk to us about. It's basically reshaping of the nose, and that can be purely cosmetic, or it can be a combination of cosmetic improvements but also functional improvements to help airflow through the nose. So we
Yes.
see patients who have a variety of complaints as far as the nose
Sinuses
itself
and things
go.
like that. It really helps them out.
Helping to breathe a little bit better and, you know, look better at the same time.
And we have just a couple of minutes left. Hair replacement.
Right. So with hair replacement, the way that we do that procedure now, we're using your own hair, typically harvested from a high density area on the back of the scalp. And we move that to the top or the front of the scalp where you're starting to thin out. We divide the grafts into individual hair follicles, so when we put those grafts in, they grow in a natural configuration, just like they are in the native areas. And you can't tell the difference between the hair that we've moved around and the hair that's always there.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And it's
of course,
very
one of the other
durable.
things we really don't have time to get into, but they'll be talking about body contouring as well. But again, we want to mention that it is going to be on Thursday night, April 28th, at the Ocean Springs Community Center. Doors open at 5. Hors d'oeuvres, hors d'oeuvres starting at 5:30, and then it starts at 6. And about how long will it last?
We'll probably talk for up to 2 hours
Okay.
once we get started.
Okay, no obligation or anything like that. If you'd like some more information, call the number on your screen. You got to do that to get yourself registered. And hopefully, again, Dr. Barber, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Be sure that you check out the Night of Beauty coming up on Thursday night, April 28th at the Ocean Springs Community Center, sponsored by the Martin Center.